won't you answer? I'm asking you a question. Yes, you, on the other side of the monitor. Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis. I suppose that from your perspective it appears that we are the ones inside the monitor. But that's where you're wrong. For it is you who are inside. Your reality is nothing but lies and shadows. Naturally, that includes you, too. True reality is on this side of the screen. Don't believe me? I don't blame you. Few are those who can handle the truth. But no matter. I shall speak in simpler terms, easy enough for even you to understand. This is the Future Gadget Laboratory, located in the Akihabara district of Tokyo. We call it simply the Lab. Our purpose is to shatter the system and plunge the world into chaos!
Really? You shouldn't do bad things, Okarin.
Quiet, I'm a mad scientist, remember? From the station, head down to Odori until you reach Suihidocho Station. Then, take a left onto Kuramaibashi Dori. In the alley before the traffic light, you'll find the run-down Ohiyama building. The lab is on the second floor. On the first floor is a store of ill repute called the Brown Tube Workshop. You can't miss it. It deals exclusively in CRT monitors of all things. Can you imagine? Even in the heart of Akihabara's electric town, the demand for CRTs is practically non-existent. But the proprietor of the Brown Tube Workshop, Tennoji, is also the owner of the building. That's how he can afford to maintain his ridiculously niche hobby shop even as land value continues to rise. He may seem a rough sort, but he was no match for my charisma. Now the entire second floor is mine for next to nothing. I digress. The Future Gadget Laboratory is currently experiencing a severe shortage of manpower. We welcome dedicated scientists from all fields to apply. At present, our researchers are...
Okarin! You gotta say lab mems, not researchers.
Our lab mems, laboratory members, are 3. I am the founder of the Future Gadget Lab, Lab Mem number 001, the insane mad scientist, Hyojin Kiyama.
Okarin is cuter, though.
Next, we have our resident cosplayer and only female member, Lab Mem number 002, Shina Mayuri.
Do-do-do! Call me Mayushi. I like making costumes more than wearing them.
And last, we have our resident super hacker, Lab Mem number 003, Hashida Itaru.
Stop calling me that. It's Super Hacker, duh.
Here at the Future Gadget Laboratory, we devote ourselves to the art of invention. For details, see our lab's homepage. Our top priority, of course, is to develop weapons for the war with the Dark Dominion. But that research has spawned a number of offshoot inventions. In fact, that's all it's spawned. Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8. But this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create.
Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it.
No! It's the number of earthly desires in mortals. You channel junkie. And I thought I told you to not interrupt me when I'm talking.
Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself.
I am not talking to myself. Can't you see? I'm talking to the person behind the monitor.
Ah! He just grinned!
What are you grinning about? Damn you! You don't even exist outside that monitor!
Just say don't look at me.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh, it appears our attempts to communicate have failed. It's sad to see someone so deeply in denial of reality.
Maybe they think we're in the game?
I doubt it's even occurred to them.
But aren't your 2D girlfriends the same way?
That's different. Those girls are my wives.
Nobody cares about your harem.
But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme, you know? What if we're actually just characters in a game? Any way we can know for sure?
No.
Come on.
Such questions are meaningless. Our time is better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system.
Nice chuny BO, bro.
I step back from the monitor. Displayed on the screen is the ugly, cute character Alpaca Man. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2, where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of ugly cute to be true. I bought it yesterday, 500 yen used, headset included. I turn to Daru with a menacing glare. Shut it, hacker! I'm no Chunibyo patient. I sweep my hair back and flash a devilish grin. I am Hyoin Kyoma! Oh, Daru, your communication skills are beyond repair.
I'll have you know I go to a ton of offline meets, and I'm always the life of the party.
This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother-in-arms and right-hand man Hashira Taru, nickname Daru. He is a hardcore otaku. You can always find him in front of the computer, playing games and watching anime. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine, as long as it's moe. He's the reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well.
Ow! The needle bit my finger.
Over here, nursing a prickled finger, we have Shina Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student. If you can believe it, I've known her since we were both small. She's also an otaku. Nowhere near Daru's level, though. This ditzy girl's in charge of the lab's official costume division for women, and today she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. Why does the Future Gadget Laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Still, there's no way I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the Future Gadget Laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me,
Mayushi is Okarin's hostage. I belong here.
Well, that was certainly cryptic. But her offer was my salvation, for she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful. Her being here is enough.
So, did Alpaca Man say anything?
Nope. Nothing. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive you'd think the game was bugged. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game. Damn anti-social alpaca! I curse his name and smack the TV. As soon as I do, the TV makes a sound like it's shorted, and then the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is unleased from the brown tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old.
You made Mr. Alpaca angry.
Damn. I'll have to get it repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at a conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. I close my eyes, and what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene I saw an hour ago. They're gone. As I left Rod Icon, everyone vanished before my eyes. I can't explain it. And it wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores. gone. The restaurant's gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I just stood there, breathless, until
What's wrong?
Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes. Everyone disappeared just now, right?
Huh?
You saw it too, right? Just now, before our very eyes! Panic took hold as the enormity of what had just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her. Did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking.
I didn't see anything.
You didn't? I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles. You saw nothing? Nothing at all? There were people here a second ago, weren't there?
There were?
Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure.
Of course they are.
Her reply didn't make any sense.
It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't you? I'm sure it's because of the heat. Do-do-do.
How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Wadaikon, where I had been just a moment before. There it was, an enormous machine, like some kind of satellite embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Makise Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makise Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway. Cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me. But the question at the forefront of my mind was, what the hell is that satellite doing here? Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine, shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. But that's not what I was seeing now. This satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterating the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen? Mayuri, about that satellite.
Yup. What a surprise, huh?
What do you mean? What was a surprise?
It made a huge kaplow sound.
A huge kaplow? It certainly did make a sound. But I don't think it was kaplow. I'd say it was more like zzz. Did that satellite fall out of the sky?
Did it? Do you think any aliens were on board?
Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all? Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern.
What do you think you're doing here? This area's off limits. You have to leave.
We're sorry.
First, my good man, let's call you Officer A. I have one question.
Officer A?
Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you?
What are you talking about? Get out of here!
I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makise Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance. But before I could...
Look, I don't have time for your nonsense.
The policeman took me by the upper arm and said...
No one got stabbed at Raidicon.
What? How could he say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. We were escorted up to UPX and released. There were people at UPX, like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Chuodori had been blockaded by police, so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing around the mysterious machine that crashed into Radaikon. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even ToTV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chuodori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba streets, nor about Makise Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery? I see. So that's it! From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri turn and stare. This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization! Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control! My God! But they underestimated me, for I am not so easily played! One day I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign! Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda, from the fridge. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice cold drinks are essential. Ah, Elixir Intellectualis. A drink fit for a genius.
Cola's better.
Okarin really loves his Dr. P.
I pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. Step through the curtain dividing its center and you'll enter the heart of the Future Gadget Laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off-limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poke Daru and bid him follow me into the development room. All of the windows here are weather-stripped with packing tape, so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room. for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased from my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably never will be. Daru, is the plan progressing smoothly?
Eh? What plan?
Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It's significantly larger than newer home models. The plan, as in the plan. Obviously, I'm talking about perfecting gadget number 8.
Oh, that. How was I supposed to know what you meant?
We've known each other for what, 3 years now? We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We share an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though.
We were in different classes junior year, and actually, we didn't talk at all. So, 2 years?
Details! The point is, we've known each other a long time. I expect you to keep up with me here.
Nope.
Are you serious? Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us. Shot down again. So, are we any closer to figuring out what's wrong with gadget number 8?
Not yet.
So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization, that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of that sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious future-ish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the Bit Particle Gun. Gadget number 2, the Bamboo Helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Ora Ora? Gadget number 4, Mode Snake. Gadget number 5, once again I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Gadget number 6, the Asylum Saber. Gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist genius! Anyway, our current problem is Future Gadget number 8, the PhoneWave, name subject to change. PhoneWave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is completed, the 3 of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology, or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Daru thinks my naming style too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The PhoneWave, name subject to change, is in short a remote-controlled microwave. You put food into the microwave before you leave, then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila! Hot food ready for your arrival. So it's basically a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that the PhoneWave, name subject to change, has a second, unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy Mayuri, had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual, when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause.
We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon. And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird. I just don't get it.
Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again.
Mayuri! Mayuri! Bring forth the bananas!
Are you gonna turn them into gel bananas again?
That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them galbanas?
But gel bananas are gel bananas.
I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the PhoneWave, name subject to change.
Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food.
Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization.
That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys the bananas, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one.
Next time, we'll only do one banana. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The PhoneWave name subject to change is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the PhoneWave. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. I'm connected.
Hello. This is the PhoneWave. Name subject to change.
This is the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru programmed to operate the PhoneWave. Name subject to change.
Do you hear Mayushi's voice?
Be quiet, I'm trying to listen.
You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds. For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press pound 120.
Entering the command properly will cause the PhoneWave name subject to change to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound sign. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The PhoneWave name subject to change comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate.
Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards.
Backwards? I never noticed that! That might have serious implications if we look at quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule.
Yeah, no.
Not Han's rule?
No way.
Okay. The three of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out.
Gel bananas are ready.
The bananas have become not bananas. Gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Mayuri discovered that the PhoneWave name subject to change had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas. This is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time. Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't, it's for science! Your sacrifice will forever be remembered.
They look really nasty.
The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that you eat it. So come on, Daru, no need to be shy. Break a leg or stomach and go for it.
No way.
Fine. Mayuri, the honor shall be yours.
But gel bananas are all gloopy, droopy, soft and squishy.
Wait, she already tried one?
It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all.
Gloopy, droopy, soft and squishy. Daru, what do you think?
Soft and squishy bananas, huh? Soft and squishy banana. Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me.
Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding.
Please, just say it.
Your banana's all soft and...
Don't make her say that, you perv! Daru retreats after I hit him with a tissue box. Mayuri looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway. They're gelatinous, a semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there's a possibility that the intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? I've got it! I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle. Then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. A bold statement if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised? Now's the time to shout, what you say? Come on, don't be shy! Their reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said.
We already knew that.
Oh.
The problem is we don't know what it is doing, or why it's doing it.
If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them?
What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave.
Then what is it?
We don't know, and that's the problem.
He's right. To be honest, I haven't a clue. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibudo. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down.
Behind me is the large, unidentified object that crashed into a building near Akihabara Station. The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance. The object appears to be some kind of satellite.
As we cross the overpass that connects UPX to Daibudo, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza.
You know, I'm really sad about dropping my Oopa. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Ghetto Froggy.
That's the one from last year, right? I thought you weren't interested. There were even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Daru, aren't you going to check out Radaikon?
No point. Can't get close. I've been following the news online, though. There's already 100 threads about it on @channel. It's huge, man.
Ah, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibudo and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF Assembly Hall.
Oh, man. Feel that AC? I'm alive!
Unlike the lab, Daibudo has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. About the PhoneWave, name subject to change, I might have found our answer.
You know, that name subject to change thing is really annoying.
I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name. Now's not the time.
So, what's your latest ridiculous theory?
What do you mean ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility, even those a lesser mind would say break the laws of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous.
So, basically, you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science.
Daru, I have a hunch that the PhoneWave name subject to change may be the key to opening Steins Gate. How's that?
Steins what? You lost me back at ridiculous, man.
A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator, I bump into someone. I quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling. I'm sorry. It's a girl, and I recognize her. You. Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makise Kurisu!
Is there something wrong?
Kurisu frowns and tries to back away, but I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens.
Ow!
You should be dead. Why are you here? And you're even... There isn't a single blood stain on her clothes, and are the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yet, as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured. Not a scratch.
Hey, that hurts. Let me go.
Kurisu pushes me away. She shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief.
What's wrong with you?
You're okay. But that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood.
That again?
Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said. What do you mean, again?
I mean, you sent me that email like a week ago, right?
I sent you an email? Don't be ridiculous! I saw her dead just 3 hours ago!
Hey, could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine.
You know, that message was kinda weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future.
Huh? It came from the future?
That sounds like something you'd read on the internet, Daru. It's rare for you to talk about ridiculous theories.
No, the date was definitely a week later. It came from, the 28th. Wait, that's today.
Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. He's right. The email was sent from my phone. He received it on July 1st at 12:56. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 mails. Someone stab. Bed Makise K. Urisu don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? And it looks like the 3rd email got cut off. I do recognize the content, though. This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago. But I sent 1 mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago?
Interesting.
Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Oh, right. The email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is why she's still alive. Is she an illusion? No. An evil spirit? Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I am a mad scientist! I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles. Substance. She has substance. Of course she's not a ghost. How silly of me.
Karin, I don't think that's a good idea.
I poke Kurisu's cheeks with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one.
Hey,
Wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had substance? That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Rodicon? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like that mass disappearance? That's right. She was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further investigation. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lifted.
are you trying to get yourself arrested?
I just want to know the truth. I stare straight back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger and lift her blouse a little higher.
What truth, you perv? You stupid? Wanna die?
She pushes my hand away.
Louise-chan's famous line for the win!
Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kurisu. I know what I saw!
No way! Did you just see my underwear?
Kurisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down. No, you fool, not that! Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Makise Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explain everything I saw.
Wait, Dr. Nakabachi?
What are you talking about, Okarin? Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled.
Cancelled?
Yeah, because of the satellite crash.
Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy?
Excuse me,
My name is Hyoin Kiyama!
Really, man? You're hopeless.
okay, Hoyin-san. I'd like to hear your story in more detail.
Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
Makise-san, it's almost time.
Huh? Oh, right. Thank you.
Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room.
We should go too.
Go where?
To hear the lecture, duh.
Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius Makise Kurisu need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today.
She's the one giving the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius, Makise Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. I'd forgotten all about it.
It's the first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous.
The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there are also a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Radaikon how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct.
For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best.
Time travel? Oh.
Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept.
Objection!
Huh?
Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's drivel. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd.
Okarin, you magnificent fool.
Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away.
Okay. It's fine, I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format.
Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that.
But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning.
What are the major theories of time travel? I've heard about the cosmic string theory, at least.
Neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory, tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory, cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory, elementary particle ring and laser theory, Dirac antiparticle theory.
Not bad. Perhaps Makise Kurisu is a worthy rival after all.
However, all of these models are purely theoretical. Some of them even contradict each other.
Well, what if someone comes up with a 12th model?
Right. Well, it could be contradicted by the 13th model, now couldn't it?
Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. Touché, genius girl. Suddenly, I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now.
By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane headed to Okinawa. Upon arrival, that person would be about 100 millionth of a second farther into the future than I am.
What does that mean?
According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. For example, if you could run at near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast for you. If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. understand, Hoin Kyoma.
Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makise Kurisu wants to pick a fight. I wish he hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name.
But that's not really time travel, is it?
Now a professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makise Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se. But I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience.
Yes, you're right.
The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Makise Kurisu is giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on.
Then what about going to the past?
Going to the past is possible right now. Take a look at the sky at night. You can see light from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you?
That's not time travel either.
This time, it's a nearby student who objects.
Well, I was just getting started.
Was it just me? Or did Kurisu look a little nervous just now?
Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need? The best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes. A cosmic string is a string-shaped crevice with extreme mass.
A string-shaped crevice? That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist?
The crevice is about as wide as an elementary particle, and at least as long as the diameter of a galaxy. It has immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through that distortion, you could make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees. In short, you could do something resembling a warp. This is called a space-time angular deficit. When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes 0. Now, we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed. According to the special theory of relativity, time will flow slower for the cosmic string in relation to its surroundings. Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. In other words, you will arrive in the past after transit. If you use 2 cosmic strings, you can do a space deficit jump. If you loop back to your original location, you can return to the same time you started revolving. And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by means of cosmic strings. By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as superstrings. Now then, you need 3 things in order to travel to the past with cosmic strings. First, the cosmic strings themselves. 2, strings, to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe was first formed, so they might be a little hard to find. Second, you would need the energy required to make them move at near light speed. How much energy do you think you'd need to accelerate something as long as the Milky Way to the near speed of light? I'm pretty sure it's a little more than 1.21 gigawatts.
This earns a few chuckles from the audience.
Third, you need a spaceship capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning, with the time traveler alive, of course. What do you think, Hoin-san? Care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel?
Like that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time.
Looks like Hoin-san doesn't want to take the challenge. In that case, let's consider wormholes. They may be a little more realistic than cosmic strings. By the way, Hoin-san, do you know what wormholes are?
No, don't ask me! I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered.
It's like a shortcut through space, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief.
There are two wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit time through the tunnel is 0. But oh no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity and collapses as soon as it opens. So we need something to negate the effect of gravity. So-called exotic matter, a substance with negative mass which repulses other matter.
Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist.
Say that the wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible fist. In order to pass through, you need something that could oppose my fist's grasping force, so that I can't squish anymore.
Kurisu opens her fist.
If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter injection, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes possible. To travel through time, however, takes a little more effort. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara, and the exit is in Los Angeles. First, we send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe at near the speed of light. And once it's there, we yank it back to LA.
How?
According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light, meaning the hole that returned to LA would be further in the past than the Akihabara hole. So now, if Hoin-san jumped into the wormhole, he'd arrive in LA several years before he left. However, this still can't be called true time travel. It only seems that way. This is called the Urashima effect. The important part is to return to Akihabara from LA through the wormhole once more, since the transit time is 0. Hoin-san will return to Akihabara several years in the past. Time travel complete. The prerequisites for wormhole travel are simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel. First, the wormhole itself. They may exist somewhere in the universe, but nobody has ever seen one. Second, the energy required to move a wormhole to the end of the universe and back at near light speed. Third, exotic matter, which, by the way, has not been confirmed to exist.
So, implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort.
Now, do you see what I meant when I said that time travel is an absurd concept? Time travel theories are all just thought experiments. Not one of them can create a viable time machine. That is my answer.
Isn't there anything simpler? Like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something?
I'm afraid not.
A firm declaration.
This is the limit of modern physics. I can't say how it might change in 10 years, though. Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, there may be other factors that prevent time travel from working. And that's because fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been solved.
You mean time paradoxes and conservation of mass? The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be the extra mass of the time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book Not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though.
If you think that conversation of mass applies to macro systems like the universe or microsystem like atoms or elementary particles, you're mistaken.
What? Is that true? She's laughing at my reaction. That little... How mortifying.
Conservation of mass only applies to chemical reactions. It doesn't hold in modern physics at all. Something can come from nothing.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Then what's the problem?
The time paradox of time paradoxes. In other words, the grandfather paradox.
Oh, that thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born?
As long as this paradox goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized. Never.
What if you just don't kill them?
You can't think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that.
Really? Doesn't seem that dangerous.
Any paradox, no matter how small, would cause the total collapse of causality, relativity, and every other physical law in existence. Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not. Nothing that has even a 0.0001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Wouldn't you say this is the logical conclusion? There may be loopholes, like parallel worlds or the self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy for me to accept.
I grind my teeth. When I see Makise Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makise Kurisu truly is a genius. I ended up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture. So impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Leaving that aside. I saw Makise Kurisu dead, and yet she is alive. My memories don't mess with reality. And not just about Kurisu. My conversations with Daru and Mayuri didn't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kanda River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Monsebashi Bridge. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kanda Myojin is the more famous shrine in Akiba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here.
It's Okarin! Do-do-do!
There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. The other is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Urushibara Luka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. The essence of Japanese beauty. The chief priest's son. That's right, son. Lovely in every way. But he's a guy.
Good afternoon, Okabe-san.
He bows his head. The voice of a girl. The mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes. But he's a guy. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy. It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside. But he's a guy. Damn cicadas won't shut up. But he's a guy. Lukako, that blade I gave you, what happened to it? He's a friend of mine. I call him Lukako. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. It also so happens that Lukako and Mayuri are classmates. I learned that fact after I had gotten to know him. Lukako is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes.
You mean Demon Sword Samidare?
Correct. I bought it for you so you could learn to control your power.
Oh yeah, you bought it at Bladeworks, right? I think you said it cost 980...
Don't say another word anymore and they will come to silence you.
They're gonna silence me? Thanks for worrying about me, Okarin. But who are they?
I ignore Mayuri's question. So, Lukako, are you making sure to practice with Samidare like I told you?
Yes, I do practice swings once a day.
As long as you carry it and master the Seishin Zanma school of swordsmanship, you can prevent the dark flame inside you from consuming your soul. Demon Sword Samidare may be an imitation sword, but that is only the form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. And it was on sale for only 980 yen, tax included.
Thank you, Okabe-san. It was a wonderful present.
My name isn't Okabe, but yes, you're welcome.
It's Okarin!
I'm sorry, Kyoma-san.
As long as you understand. Now, speak the words.
Psy Kongroo?
No, not Kongaloo! Kongroo!
Yes. Psy Kongroo. Did I get it right?
Yes. Lukako smiles happily as I nod.
Thank you.
Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy!
Such a beautiful master-disciple relationship. Mayushi's not a Fujoshi, but she's getting a little excited.
Mayuri-chan, please don't imagine such things.
Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship, I, Hyojin Kyoma, have gone to great lengths to brainwash, teach Lukako about the evil conspiracies that rule the world, and how to resist them, of course. That stuff about Demon Sword Samidare is part of that training. Looks aside, Lukako is very obedient and hardworking. Plus, he's always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weaknesses of not catching on too quickly and being too shy. What are you doing here, Mayuri?
I came to see Luka-kun. Komima's coming up next month, and I want him to cosplay as Kirari-chan from Rainet. But he won't say yes.
But cosplaying? That's just too embarrassing for me.
But I'm sure you'll look great in it. The phrase, "someone this cute can't possibly be a girl," is really popular, you know? Come on, make your cosplay debut.
Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukako as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally, I would understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl, but come on. Lukako has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever. I have business to take care of. Save the trivial stuff for later.
But it's really important to Mayushi.
And it's trivial to me. Anyway, Lukako, there's a good reason for my being here today. I need you to perform an exorcism.
An exorcism? Then I'll go get my dad. Please wait.
No, it's nothing that serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kanda Shrine. So with that said, bring out the usual.
The usual? You mean Samidare?
No! Who the hell uses a demon sword for an exorcism? The usual for an exorcism should be obvious. I don't know what it's called, but it's that stick with the zigzaggy paper thingies that the priest does a shaky thingy with.
That sounded really dumb, Okarin.
Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri.
Oh, the Umusa. But I don't know if my father will lend it to me. I'll go ask him.
Lukako makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out of her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you'd expect a high school girl to carry. Its name is Pockety. Obviously that's the name Mayuri gave it, not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure.
Well, it's time for me to go to work.
Do your best. You going straight home afterwards?
Yep.
Mayuri lives in Ikebukuro. She comes to Akiba by train just about every day. It should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro too. Though I've been staying at the lab since summer break began.
See you tomorrow.
I call Mayuri to stop before she trots off. Wait, Mayuri. Back at Radaikon, you heard a man scream, right?
Scream?
Mayuri blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile.
When was that again?
This afternoon.
I don't think I heard anything.
Oh. Well, alright.
Okarin's a weirdo. Bye-bye! Do-do-do!
Mayuri leaves, this time for good, though she pauses to wave at least a half a dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway.
Thanks for waiting, Okabe-san.
Lukako returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hands is the white zigzaggy thing I asked for.
Dad let me borrow it. Thank goodness. Did Mayuri-chan leave?
Don't worry about Mayuri. Begin the exorcism at once, Lukako!
Okay. But do you really want me to do it? What exactly am I exercising anyway?
Lukako is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart. A terrible chill shoots up my spine.
It's the evil spirit in my arm!
I grab my violently shaking wrist.
Be still, foul spirit! Hurry, Lukako! It's trying to take over!
No way! Please hang in there, Okabe-san!
I'm not Okabe-san.
I'm sorry, Kyoma-san. But what should I?
The exorcism. Hurry! Just do it like I taught you!
Okay.
With a serious look on his face, Lukako grasps the unusa with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive. I've taught him well. His face is red, and he can barely talk. It looks like he wants to say something, but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward. Amateur.
Please! Luca! Expel the spirit from me! I don't want to kill you.
Lukako starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty. Like I made a frail girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukako's managed to work up his resolve.
Hear me, evil spirit!
He raises the unusa up high, shaking it left and right.
Please leave from Okabe! I mean, Kyoma-san!
That's great! Now strike my arm with those zigzags!
The tip of the unusa touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the cue for some dramatic shockwave to occur. But nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas.
Did it work?
I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped. I'm okay. Looks like you drove away the evil spirit. Good job, Lukako. Lukako sighs in relief and blushes.
I'm glad I was able to help.
His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. After I get back to the lab, I take the broken TV down to the Bron-Tube workshop for repairs. Daru and Mayuri have already gone home, so I have to carry the TV down the narrow staircase by myself. It's brutal, back-breaking work, but I manage. I push the workshop door open with my hips and head inside. The room is dimly lit by the setting sun, but the gloom is offset by the glare from a gigantic CRT in the center of the room. A 42-inch CRT television. Doesn't seem like something you could get in modern Japan. With LCD TVs becoming the new standard, I seriously doubt anyone would want a bulky old CRT.
Yo, what's up, Okabe?
Sitting in front of the huge CRT is an equally huge man reading a sports newspaper. He's the workshop's manager, actually the owner of this whole building, Tenoji Yugo. I call him Mr. Braun. It's a fitting name for someone who loves Bron tubes.
What's up? That TV you gave me broke, that's what!
I bet you were treating it rough, weren't you?
I barely managed to set the heavy TV on the counter.
Love. You gotta treat him with love.
A muscle-bound bald guy talking about love. It sends shivers down my spine. I'll need repairs. Post-haste!
Man, why do you always talk like that?
Mr. Braun begins investigating the cause of the problem. With nothing better to do, I look around the store. I don't know if it's just the dust hanging in the air, but something feels stagnant about this place.
I didn't want any of the other ghetto froggies, but I did want Fatty. But now that I think about it, it wasn't really that cute. Actually, it was kind of weird looking. I wonder why I wanted one so bad. Hey, I just realized, Fatty kind of looks like Daru-kun.
Just the body, right? No comment on Daru's face? There are CRT screens everywhere. The haphazard layout makes them seem like junk, but they're all functional, according to Mr. Braun. He's got a full range of both old and new. Some of them are probably older than me. There are even some flat screen and HD CRTs that came out just before LCDs took the market. You're open late today. Don't you usually close around 7? The crowds in Akiba thin quickly at night. All the major electronics stores close around 8 or 9 o'clock. And then, as if the liveliness of the day was simply a lie, the town goes silent.
I'm expecting someone.
You mean that chipmunk of yours?
Don't be calling my little girl a chipmunk. You hear?
The manager glares at me and takes a photo from his wallet. It is a picture of a young girl shyly making a peace sign at the camera. One might assume this muscle-bound man to be some kind of pervert, but the girl is actually his daughter. She's about 12 years old now, I think. His love for her is second only to his love for CRTs. Or was it the other way around? I see her in the store every now and again. What was her name again?
If you touch Nai, you're dead.
That's it, Naye. A rare name that means to braid. She pops up at the store now and again, so we've interacted with her before. And by we, I mean Mayuri, since she's the only one Naye gets along with. Naye always hides when she sees me or Daru. I must admit, I'm impressed she can sense my aura of madness at such an early age. Mr. Braun makes a grandiose kissing gesture at his daughter's photo. Once again, shivers down my spine. But seriously, besides your daughter, has this workshop ever had a customer? I've been renting the second floor for about 6 months, but I don't recall ever seeing a customer. I would be surprised if this place were actually making any money.
Ain't a customer.
He puts away the photo and goes back to checking the TV, leaving me with that vague answer.
There's probably just a loose solder on the board. I can fix it.
Really? Well then, by all means.
Hold on, I'll get you an estimate.
What? You're charging me?
What'd you think? This ain't some charity.
You're the one who gave us the TV!
Yeah? So what? Never said I'd service it for free.
Curse you. You have some gall to say that after foisting a half-broken piece of junk onto us.
Oh, shut up! If you don't want it, I can take it back. Though I'll have to charge you for its safe disposal.
Hey! Orson! You dare cheat the man who very well may change the future of mankind?
Huh? Who's that now?
Me, of course. Who else?
Brush your teeth and go to sleep, kid. You've got some nerve to be back-talking when I'm letting you rent the second floor for next to nothing.
You shall have your money, Mr. Brown. In the end, I'm no match for him. Just then I hear the door open. I look up to see that a girl has entered the store. She's wearing a vintage jacket and tight shorts that highlight her long limbs and athletic figure. I find myself particularly impressed by her well-defined thighs.
What's up?
Suddenly, time stops. It feels like someone activated Zawaru, though. The girl is standing there with her arm in the air. Her smile gradually fades into confusion. What kind of reaction was she hoping for, seriously? Anyway, is she the person Mr. Braun was expecting? Maybe she's someone he knows personally? Another daughter? Or dare I say, his girlfriend? She finally drops her pose and clears her throat.
I called earlier. I'm Amane.
And just like that, time starts moving again.
Oh, so you're the kid from the job interview. I'm Tanoji, the manager.
A job interview? This young woman?
You want to work at the dull, dirty, depressing, debt-ridden Brawn Tube workshop with this filthy old manager?
You want an extra 1,000 yen added to your rent?
My words are but the truth, though I suppose it's not my place to get involved. Anyway, I had no idea that the Brawn Tube workshop was hiring. You look so free. I didn't know you needed the help.
Actually, I'm the one who begged for the job.
The girl looks a little embarrassed.
The boss refused at first, but I wouldn't take no for an answer.
That's honestly surprising.
Kids with drive are rare these days. Take a seat right there, young lady.
Oh, thank you.
Looks like they're going to have a formal interview. I was going to leave, but since Mr. Braun hasn't kicked me out, I'll stick around a little longer. The girl's expression is stiff. I guess she's nervous. Just because of a part-time job interview? In contrast to how she said she wouldn't take no for an answer, she doesn't seem so enthusiastic.
Right. What was your name again?
Amane Suzaha,
Age?
18.
Same as me.
Student?
No.
She shakes her head.
Why do you want to work here?
Because I love CRTs.
Hired. You start tomorrow.
Wait, what? Is this some sort of joke? Are we on camera?
Thanks, boss.
Finally, Amane Suzaha seems to relax. Then she looks at me.
Who are you?
You dare ask my name? Banish the thought from your head, girl. To learn it would place your life in jeopardy.
Countless women have learned my name only to find themselves targets of the organization. Sarah in America, Claudia in Italy, Simone in France. I won't put anyone else in danger.
Hey, stop pulling things out of your ass.
He just doesn't understand my pain.
This idiot rents the second floor. His name's Okabe Rintaro.
My name is not Okabe. It's Hyoyin!
Quit it, or I raise your rent.
Okabe, it's Okabe. Nice to meet you. I'm Okabe Rintaro.
The girl stands up, places her hand on my shoulder, and looks at me with a serious expression.
I don't know anything about this organization that's after you. But if you're ever in trouble, Okabe Rintaro, let me know. I can help with stuff like that.
Huh? Stuff like what?
If necessary, I can hurt them so bad they'll never bother you again.
Mr. Braun, I don't think you should hire her.
Yeah? She might be a wild one. I'll fire her if she causes any trouble. Anyways, ignore that organization nonsense. It's all in Okabe's head.
It is?
You just keep thinking that. But someday, the world will kneel before me.
And then, Amane Suzuha stares straight at me again. Maybe she has a habit of looking people in the eye.
So that's the current trend. Thanks for the tip.
Trend? I don't think so.
So hot. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable.
Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you, because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much, I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samidare.
Don't worry. Thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to battle again, let's just pray that the organization's assassins don't find me. I grab an iced coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check @channel on my phone. I mostly frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Makise Kurisu stabbing, but turn up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back? John Titor appeared on an American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claims started quite a storm among the BBS denizens. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, for example. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradicted each other too. That's why, to this day, most people doubt his authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS. Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese. Let's take a look at his posts.
I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034.
Time traveler, lol. John Titter, lol.
More details on the time machine.
Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one?
CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace, founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean?
Why did you come to this time? Was the Okabe satellite crash your doing?
Wait, guys. Tater-san doesn't understand at Chattel Lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Get a trip code, asshole.
I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time you're living in. Everyone is free. But you will lose it all in just 20 short years. It is vitally important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is.
You said only CERN time machines. You have a time machine. That must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's utopia. You're a fraud.
What's a dystopia?
How can CERN take over the world in 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you can get those guys to stop killing each other.
Who asked you to change the future? You trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then I, for one, welcome our new CERN overlords.
My time machine is a prototype, reverse-engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single, all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials.
In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future?
Implying CERN rules the world? Do you even know what CERN is? Lol.
OP is a troll.
So, if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler, LMAO, will never be born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit. Am I right?
I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self-cest?
You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution. That hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self.
If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pics, or get the fuck out.
The many worlds interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world? LOL, what?
I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first.
What are worldiness? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do?
Late reply. A trip code is a way to identify posters. Put #password after your name.
Lol, backpedaling.
World lines are like an infinite number of rivers, flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.000002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody.
Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor. That's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are also many Titor fanatics on that channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English, and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I enter John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's postings on that channel. I can't find a single trace of the Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation. But I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of my bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I send him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen, he means May Queen plus Neon Squared, a maid cafe. Daru's a regular there. Apparently 3D CAD maids are his thing too. May Queen plus Neon Squared is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramaibashi Dori, take a left at Sumako Isaka Crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radaikon incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. But the Radaikon building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
We're here now in Akihabara, the day after the unexplained satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted, and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station. The satellite's origin is still under investigation. We're told that it can't be removed until the authorities have more information. According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local business owners have raised concerns.
The media has dozens of cameras set up outside the police line. And there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters. Enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otaku are shopping for doujinshi, import games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Rod Icon, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in mind, I return my gaze to the street. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turn around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out. Wait! She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native-level English? Hey, you with the phone camera, wait, please, wait! She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course, her phone turns with her. Hey, no pictures! Are you with the organization? She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone. Answer my question. Are you with the organization? If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. You're not? Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Is she even listening?
Sorry.
Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something.
If I upset you.
She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell. Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo.
I was shooting the scenery.
Her Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern. The scenery. You're a tourist? Or is she one of the people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
It's proof of where I was today.
You're a strange lady.
Kiryu Moeka.
Huh?
My name.
I guess she's introducing herself? That's nice, but I just want her to delete that photo.
I have a question for you. May I?
First, the photo.
There's an urban legend in Akihabara. Have you heard of it?
An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me. There's a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara? And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld? I've remained in this town for far too long. I'll need to make plans. Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad that...
The Phantom. Retro PC.
Retro PC? She replies with a nod, or something like a nod.
They say there's one in Akihabara.
Oh. Nothing about a mad scientist.
I'm relieved, but
Also disappointed. At any rate,
this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC. A Retro PC? You mean like a 98? That's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find?
she shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake.
No. This.
She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It looks kind of familiar.
An IBM 5100.
An IBM 5100? That's the computer John Titor tried to get. Her fingers twitch, I think.
You've seen one?
No, I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No. This could be the choice of Steins Gate.
Know anyone who might know?
Daru probably knows more about it. He's my favorite right arm. A super hacker capable of breaking into even MI6's mainframe.
The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away.
But the super hacker part, it's true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen plus Neon Squared. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know. Well, I'm off. Lady, media scrum and moderation. I try to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd. What are you doing?
Your email. Please.
What are you after?
The super hacker.
I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, Wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design. I refuse. I'll never give up Daru. I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. I pick up the pace. But she's still chasing me. Stop following me! Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is the picture of me that she took. You still haven't deleted it?
Tell me, and I'll delete it.
You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for? I attempt to glare her into submission. But her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective! She hesitates for a second.
Work part-time at Arc Rewrite.
What's that?
An editorial company here in Akihabara.
One of those companies that writes articles for magazines? Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work? Wait! You plan on publishing my picture without permission, don't you? The mad scientist of Akiba unveiled! I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice. Very well. I accept your terms. At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull up my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters my info with terrifying speed. Of course, this woman is an Esper. I dub her power Shining Finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever receives one dies. She's done typing my address. It took all of 5 seconds.
Name?
Hoyin Kyoma, mad scientist.
How is it spelled?
First Hoyo for Phoenix, then in, and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed.
Huh?
Ho for Phoenix, then in, and finally Kyoma, which means a horrible truth that must never be revealed. I repeat, my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the "een" part of Hoyin would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side. Critics.
Like this?
What the hell is this? Are you mocking me? She lowers her head a little more. An apologetic bow, I guess. Just hand me your phone, I'll enter it. She shakes her head, clutching her phone with both hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all her might. What does she think I'm going to do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I ask for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank email. I don't need to type anything. Just to give her my name. I already put her in my contacts. Should send a blank email to Shining Finger. She frowns while looking at her own phone. And then she glances my way. I can feel those eyes clearly saying, hurry up. But I'm hesitant. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to give her my true name. But regardless of how long I hesitate, I don't think that she'll let me go until I send her the email. She sure is persistent. Looks like I have no choice but to send the email. We exchange a few words and then I get away from her as fast as I can.
Welcome back, Master!
I open the door to the May Queen plus Neon Squared Maid Cafe, and two familiar cat-eared girls greet me with smiles.
It's Okarin!
One of them is Mayuri. But here she's called me Mayushi Nyan Nyan. Since she works here, I stop by about twice a month. I guess that would make me a regular customer. Actually, I've never been to any other maid cafe.
Welcome back, Okarin!
After bowing again, Mayuri gasps as if she thought of something.
Hey, Okarin! Mayushi just noticed something. Welcome back and Okarin go really well together.
Whatever.
Kyuma! It's great that you came here.
The other maid who came to greet me, Forest Nyan Nyan, her professional name of course, hits me with her trademark combo attack of cute cat-like gestures. She's May Queen plus Neon Squared's most popular maid. Even though she and Mayuri are about the same age, she looks and acts a bit younger.
Daru Nyan's here too. He's been waiting, yeah.
Daru frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Forest. He often reads her public blog while muttering, "Forest, you're so cute," to himself. Yeah, he's got it real bad. I keep telling him to choose either 2D or 3D, but he doesn't listen. I also have trouble dealing with this cat girl. She always finds a way to best me.
Are you holding another secret meeting to overthrow the evil organization, yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
Ferris wants to join too, yeah.
No chance. The organization isn't threatened by cat-eared maids.
Not true, yeah. Ferris has the perfect secret technique to help take them down.
What? You finally mastered that secret technique?
Yes, Nya. After completing my pilgrimage to the Guyana Highlands and overcoming my mentor's death, I finally mastered it.
What mentor? Forest knows my true name, Hyoyin Kyoma. I've also told her all about the organization. And now she's more into it than I am, okay? She's always the one to bring up the subject whenever we meet. By the way, this is the first time I've heard of this secret technique or whatever it is.
Now, Ferris wants to participate in the spirit conference like you promised, Nya.
Oh, she's not letting it go. It'll take 30 minutes if I play along with her. you're not suggesting we venture to the sanctuary? The answer is no. Although you may understand the hidden secrets, you're still too inexperienced.
But you promised, yeah. Are you going to betray me? My brother is waiting for me there.
Since when do you have a brother? What the hell's this spirit conference anyway? Forrest looks at me with actual tears in her eyes. I falter, even though I know it's just one of her cutesy acts. Whenever I talk with her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative, leaving me with nothing to do but listen to her fantasies. I mean, come on, you can only take it so far. There is a very clear difference between her stories and mine, okay? As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Forrest has only delusions and a made-up backstory. I always have to play along. That's why I feel like I can never best her.
I don't quite get it. But can Mayushi go to the sanctuary too?
Great. Now look who's joined in. It's just gonna get worse from here. I have to end this conversation now. You can't come. This discussion is over.
No fair, Kyoma.
That's right. Leaving Mayushi and Ferris-chan behind is mean.
Who's Ferris?
Ferris-chan is Ferris-chan, right?
Right.
Mayuri and Forrest look at each other and smile. She's talking about this Ferris? Is that a real name? Have I been mistaken all this time? That's a disturbing thought.
Well, Mayushi has a hard time saying Faris, so I call her Ferris-chan instead.
Oh, so that's it.
It's like we're in a girls' school. That's not too tabby.
Okay then, moving on. Show me to the table already. How long do you want me to stand here waiting?
Oh, sorry, nya. Table for two. This way, nya. Mayushi, I'll leave it to you, nya.
Leave it to me, nyan nyan.
If you hadn't noticed, the cat-eared maids here at May Queen plus Nyan Squared are required to add cat sounds, nyas, and nyans to their words with some frequency. Mayuri takes my hand and leads me inside. Apparently, Mayushi Nyanyan is the only one who leads customers by the hand like this. It probably comes naturally to her. She doesn't even realize the effect it has on her customers, and that's why she's second to Ferris in popularity at this maid cafe. She guides me to Daru's table. The tables are about 60% full. Among Akiba's maid cafes, May Queen plus Nyan Squared's popularity is solid, but not booming. Considering what Ferris and the others are wearing, it's more like a cosplay cafe than a maid cafe. Furthermore, the cat ears and Nyanyanian dialect makes it less accessible to low-level otaku and first-timers. On the other hand, those same cat ears are a topic of heated debate among die-hard maid cafe fans. Maids don't have cat ears. Cat ears plus maid equals 2 times the moe. These two viewpoints clash. This place is one of the older maid cafes in Akihabara, but it doesn't get much media exposure. Maybe that's what makes it more comfortable than most. At least that's what Daru says, anyway. He talks about this stuff so much that it's been burned into my synapses.
Daru-kun, Okarin is here, nya?
You're way late. Seriously, man.
Daru sits in front of me but doesn't look my way. He looks upset for some reason.
So, what were you just talking about with Ferris-tan? I want details.
You really want to know? I don't think you'd understand it.
Hell, even I didn't get most of it.
Ah, the usual. Your conversations are too much for regular otaku. You guys exude an aura or something, you know? It's like you two have your own reality marble. You know I can't forgive you.
I think Ferris-chan likes Okarin. Yeah? Of all the maids and masters here, yeah, the only one who can keep up with Ferris-chan is you, Okarin.
I'm not even close to keeping up with her.
I'm so jealous, you lucky bastard.
I have no interest in women who dress themselves in lies.
Like you're one to talk.
Silence, you unfaithful bastard. All your 2D wives are crying.
Gah! You struck a nerve, man.
Daru theatrically grabs his chest and falls onto the table. I sip from one of the glasses of water that Mayuri brought to our table.
Master, may I take your order, yeah?
Omelette rice and hot coffee, black.
Coming right up, nya nya.
After taking my order, Mayuri finds her way towards the counter as if swimming between the rows of tables. I hope she doesn't trip.
So, what did you need?
Daru asks without getting up from the table.
That's right.
In my confrontations with Shining Finger and Catgirl, I almost forgot my original objective.
I was gonna head to the lab in about an hour.
I have an urgent matter to discuss. Top secret.
I lean on the table and scan the area without moving my head.
You remember John Titor?
John Titor? Who's that?
The self-proclaimed time traveler who appeared on the internet about 10 years ago. I thought we talked about it before.
Is this a new addition to your made-up backstory?
It's nothing like that. Everything I say is the truth.
What a pain. Well, I guess I'll play along. So, what's the source on this Titor guy being from the future?
Wait, you've seriously never heard about him before?
Seriously, bro, I haven't.
Sure you didn't just forget?
I can't say for sure.
There are even books about him.
I might remember if you show me one.
You really don't remember?
Memories fade. We're not computers, man.
This is wrong. I remember talking to Daru about John Titor back in high school. It was only idle talk, so it's possible that Daru forgot about it. Daru is quite the internet addict. But the internet lets you choose what information you want to see. There's no guarantee Daru looked up info on John Titor. If he had, I doubt he would have forgotten so completely. Is it my memories that are mistaken? Or everyone else's? Then what about the IBN 5100?
Whoa, you know about that? Cool.
So you know about it?
Yeah, it's the model IBN released back in 1975.
Right. That's what John Titor said on @channel. He traveled to 1975 first, obtained an IBN 5100, then leaped to 1998. What kind of computer is it?
The stupidly expensive kind. Back when it came out, computers were so expensive that average people couldn't get their hands on them. It was full of proprietary IBM technology, and was a pretty powerful computer for its time. Then, 6 years later, in 1981, IBM launched the popular IBM PC series. Now that's more famous. Anyway, it's not like I'm an expert. This is just stuff I read on a wiki.
Have you heard the urban legend that there's one in Akiba?
You bet I have. Just last month, there was big talk about it on the net. Some channelers heard the rumors and went searching for it. My friend on Frepara, Sister Centipede, was the main person behind that. Even the legendary Neidhart the Blitzschnell joined the fray, but they still couldn't find it.
So it was just a hoax?
Who knows? There are tons of underground shops in Akiba. It wouldn't be strange if an IBM 5100 suddenly turned up at some hole in the wall.
I see. My phone suddenly starts vibrating.
Okabe-san, I mailed to you as soon as I could. My name is Kiryu Moeka. I'm a 20-year-old freelance editor. I believe I mentioned I work part-time at Arc Rewrite. Sorry for taking your picture. It wasn't on purpose. I needed some shots of Akihabara for work, and you just happened to be in one. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was hoping to sneak some shots of the satellite. LMAO? By the way, the picture I took was just a test, not the final shot. That's why I was using my phone. Even if you hadn't begged me to delete it, I wouldn't have posted it. So don't worry. Anyway, I should get to the point. I'm really sorry for asking like this, Okabe-kun. But it would be super great if you could ask your friend, the super hacker, about the IBM 5100. I don't really know anything about computers, especially old computers. All I have to go on is that picture I showed you. I'll attach the image. Be absolutely, positively sure to reply. Okay? I'll be waiting. And if you could, I'd be super happy if you gave me your super hacker friend's email address. I'll mail you again. It's okay to mail you again, right? Of course it is. Bye, Moeka.
Oh, come on. What's with this mail? Disregarding the weird timing. Is this really the gloomy, unsociable woman I met in front of Radaikon? She's like a completely different person in this email. Does she have split personalities or something? Well, I got some info about the IBM 5100, so I guess I should give her a reply. But if I send an immediate reply to a woman I just met, won't I come off as clingy and desperate? I, Hoyin Kyoma, will not be taken lightly. This is my chance to make her understand which one of us is the superior human being. And above all, I have yet to ascertain if she can be trusted. She might start harassing me if I reply the wrong way. And besides, she hasn't proven that she's not working for the organization. Nonetheless, it couldn't hurt to tell her what I learned from Daru. To discourage her, of course. Let's ignore it. This is out of kindness. Sorry for the wait, Daru. So there's one thing I need to know. I scan the area with my eyes once more, then I lean in close. The IPN 5100 has the power to destroy the world, right?
What? It doesn't have the power to do anything, let alone destroy the damn world.
What's this, Nya? The world's going to be destroyed, Nya?
Ferris brings my omelet rice. She's doing her cat-like gestures while keeping her tray balanced on one hand. True feline agility. Despite her nya-nya-nya nonsense, Ferris is the consummate professional.
Master! Thanks for waiting, Nya-nya. Omelet rice, Nya.
The cat girl puts the omelet rice on the table and then takes a bottle of ketchup from her apron pocket. She uses it to write, "The world is doomed," in red letters upon the omelet's blank yellow canvas.
Please enjoy your meal before the world ends.
Whoa! The world is doomed for the win! Fatty Stan's handwriting is so cute, it puts my omelet in danger too.
It appears the cuteness has shattered Daru's sanity.
I give him a look that says calm down, but to no avail. I smooth out the ketchup with the bottom of my spoon, erasing the ketchup words.
Ah! What a waste!
I'm going to eat it either way.
Daru-nyang, have you considered participating in the Ferris Cup, nya?
Yeah, of course I'm participating.
Ferris Cup? What's that? I take a mouthful of omelet rice.
Next Sunday, we're hosting a Rhino tournament at the cafe, nya.
Ferris starts dancing in place. I prefer she not jump around like that when people are eating nearby.
Ferris is the event organizer. It's all my idea, nya. You can participate too if you want. Kilma, entrance fee is 1,000 yen and includes a drink. Whoever beats Ferris gets to enjoy some of Ferris's home cooking, nya.
It'll never happen. Okarin sucks at Rhino.
Yeah, but it's so fun.
No. I'm fine. I stop shoveling the omelet rice into my mouth. Then I deliver a melancholy sigh. Rhinet Access Battlers, huh? Whenever I hear that name, I remember the former champion. Has it already been 2 years? No, it's nothing. Forget what I said.
Nya? That sounded so serious, nya. Who was the former champion, nya?
He probably doesn't exist. I mean, Rhinet didn't even have official tournaments until about a year ago.
Kilma, you still can't forget him, can you, nya?
What?
I remember that you and the champion, my brother, were such good friends, Kilma. You were so close, it made me jealous, nya.
Damn it! She took my story and ran with it again! I never even said anything about him being her brother! Hell, I don't know if Ferris even has siblings. I shouldn't have talked about stuff like this in front of Ferris.
But it's time to let go of the past. Seize the day with your own paws.
Her shout resounds throughout the store. Her finger snaps at me.
Even though it's painful, because it's painful, I succeeded my brother's dying wish and perfected my skills as a Rhinetter, nya. Do you remember, nya? He always used to say, someday, let's bring peace to the world with Rhinets.
Ferris, bring me my coffee.
Nya?
I present my empty plate to Ferris. I always eat quickly. It's a habit I picked up naturally during my years on the run from the organization. Screw the slow food trend.
Sure thing, Master. Just a moment, nya.
Ferris takes the dish and heads back to the counter. Whew. If I had left things going as they were, I would have had to play along for another 10 minutes in her fantasy world.
Ferris-tan is one of the most skilled Rhinetters I know.
Daru explains with a wry smile.
She's gone undefeated in over 400 unofficial matches.
Is she Rix and Gracie? Daru ignores my perfect retort.
It's so disappointing that Ferris-tan doesn't go to official tournaments. She'd win if she did, no doubt.
Why doesn't she?
I'm sure it's for the customers. She probably doesn't want to inconvenience the store. Truly a model maid. Also, she's Mayushi's age, so she probably has school too.
She doesn't want to inconvenience the store, yet she's holding the Ferris Cup here?
That doesn't matter at all. The point is, Ferris-tan is cute, and cuteness is justice. Cute cattier maids are sweet, if you know what I mean. And that's all that matters, right?
So, in the end, do you bat for the 2D team or the 3D team?
I dare say I'm bi.
You're an inspiration, Daru.
I know. I'm just too awesome.
Daru usually doesn't show enthusiasm for anything. The exceptions are Moe and Ferris. I wish he were this passionate about our experiments. I had to pull Daru away from Ferris so we could return to the lab. We arrived to find it hotter than a sauna in hell. I quickly opened the windows, letting a small breeze blow in. It won't be enough. I flip our fan to full power and place it on the table in front of me. I really wish we had an air conditioner. I turn on the computer. This is our PC for communal use among lab members. It still uses an old CRT monitor, so it looks ancient. But don't let its looks deceive you. Our computer whiz, Daru, scrounged up some parts and made some mods to it. In any case, I don't spend much time on it. I mostly use it to update the Future Gadget Laboratory's homepage, check my email, visit new sites, and browse the ad channel. I wonder if the new Titer is still posting.
I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. I'm happy to explain. Just so you know, it's impossible to reproduce with current technology. Certain critical components won't exist until CERN invents them in 2034. Time travel works by altering gravity. Basically, you can think of it as using the twin paradox, but that alone isn't enough to reverse time.
Still here, Faker? You're annoying. Go away.
So your power is gravity control? Not bad, but still not enough for top-tier power levels.
The twin paradox? Is that like the Hiroshima effect? That's just slowing time down, not reversing it.
Who gives a shit about the time machine? Give me stock prices.
It uses Tipler cylinders and Kerr black holes, doesn't it? Just like you said 10 years ago. And your time machine is a 1970 Chevy. I know all of it.
Oh God, shut the fuck up, you disgusting chuny scum.
The twin paradox and the Hiroshima effect are different things. Duh. Time traveler, lol. John Titter, lol.
A Chevy's an American car, right? I'd rather go German with the BMW, lol. By Tipler cylinders, are you referring to the Tipler machine? LOL, what? A Tipler cylinder would have to be 10 kilometers in diameter, 1,000 kilometers long, have mass equal to the sun, and revolve 2,500 times per second to become a time machine. LOL. How do you fit that onto a Chevy? Even if you could, a Tipler machine can't travel farther back in time than the moment of its creation. Enough of your delusions. At Channel is not your blog. I want to hear from Titer.
This is a surprise. Does this mean people of this age already know about my time machine? Did you really encounter me 10 years ago? If so, then that must have been on another world line. I, at least, have not gone to the year 2000. In any case, the important point is that a rotating black hole has the effect of a Tipler cylinder. You can learn more about Kerr black holes by studying the Penrose diagram or Tipler's calculations. My time machine works by generating a pair of Kerr black holes.
Titer came 10 years ago? Source? WTF are Kerr black holes? Explain using boobies, oh erotic one.
I'll pay 1,000 yen to ride your time machine, not a yen more.
Source is Ho San's delusions, lol. Real deal.
He didn't deny it. LOL. All aboard Hyoin's crazy train. Prepare for a train wreck. Kerr black hole time travel is theoretically possible, but how do you get black holes to spin? Don't tell me you wait until you find one spinning naturally. That's ridiculous. How do you pass through the singularity? There's no way a Chevy can withstand the pressure.
Why the short explanations, John? You stupid? Wanna die?
Still no stock prices. Crash.
This isn't a delusion. I know for a fact that Titer posted 10 years ago. There's even a book about it. Search the used bookstores if you don't believe me. His Chevy has a gravity distortion unit. That's what he said 10 years ago.
Yes, it does have a gravity distortion unit. My time machine is not perfect. It was built by a third party who reverse engineered CERN's design. The gravity distortion unit is a little unstable. First, the unit produces a micro-singularity, then injects electrons to induce rapid rotation. This generates a local gravity sine wave. As the time machine passes through the singularity, the gravity distortion unit regulates the pressure to ensure safe passage. I'm not a specialist, so I cannot explain the mechanics any further. Let me just say that Kerr black holes can be manufactured. I assume everyone's aware of CERN's current experiments with black hole creation.
TLDR, STFU.
Unstable? Sounds dangerous.
Oh fuck. Titor's black holes are gonna swallow the Earth. He's not just a mass murderer. He's trying to wipe out the entire human race. Find his parents before it's too late.
It's not that you won't explain, it's that you can't. LOL. How do you set the destination? The Earth is constantly moving. Or didn't you know that? By the way, I propose the Titor equals Hyoin theory, LOL.
I set the destination with the VGL system. That's variable gravity lock. It functions by reading the local gravity of the destination and locking the Tipler sine wave onto that location. By locking onto Earth's gravity, it ensures that I don't end up floating in space. It uses 4 Celsius clocks to make the calculations, so the margin of error is negligible.
Hyoin needs to shut up, LOL. I never heard of any Titor from 10 years ago, LOL.
So the universe is deep in Titor's shit.
The same information was in the Titor book. All you've done is post 10-year-old copy pasta. Anyone could do that. How do I know you're the real Titor?
Don Samoe, my waifu. I recognize different opinions.
I'm feeling more and more disappointed. Still nothing concrete. Nice try, I guess, but I won't be fooled.
Oh, I shouldn't waste all day on that channel. We have more important things to deal with. Namely, the PhoneWave named subject to change. We haven't experimented with it since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that thing. Earlier, I asked Daru to connect the PhoneWave named subject to change to the computer. He finished setting it up yesterday, and now he's about to do the quick wire work in the development room. Hey, Daru. What's with the X68000? I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone.
It's cool. Duh.
So, it's like the reason why some protagonists are odd-eyed even though they're Japanese?
Not getting you, bro.
It's cool.
If it's cool, then it's cool. Anyway, there wasn't much of an option. This was the only PC we weren't using.
What about your new one?
No way. We don't know what could happen when it's connected to your crazy machine. It could kill the performance.
Selfish bastard. Besides, we made the PhoneWave name subject to change together. It's our crazy machine.
Anyway, did you do any research on the jellification?
Yeah, at the university this morning. Why would a banana jellify? What kind of science are we dealing with here? I examined a sample under a microscope and found it was shredded at the molecular level.
Shredded?
It's not a mere phase transition. The banana became something entirely different.
Could it have rotted? Nah, there's no way 2 minutes in the microwave could do that.
This is no mere chemistry. Then I remembered about fractal structures.
The Menger sponge thing?
Yeah, it looked like something drilled holes into the banana. An infinite number of holes in a fractal pattern, right down to the nano level.
Whoa, what could do something like that?
I have one hypothesis. Adding a dramatic pause to build tension. Daru gulps, waiting for me to continue. It's the result of the microwave's electromagnetic waves.
Huh? What do you mean?
If my guess is correct, then our PhoneWave named subject to change has the potential to become a weapon of unprecedented destructive power, one that could change the face of war as we know it. I twist my lips into a maniacal grin. Then I whip out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. We're proceeding to stage 2 of the plan. Soon they will learn. The judgment day is near. All shall be as Steins Gate wills. Resistance is futile. Psy.
Quit talking to your imaginary friend. I'm done with the wiring.
I want to explain that he's not imaginary, but revealing the identity of my contact would be a betrayal. The last thing I need is another enemy, especially one whose power and cunning rivals that of the organization. The PhoneWave named subject to change is now an indecipherable mess of wires. All we did was hook it up to a computer, yet it turned out like something MacGyver would put together. Now we can access the microwave's terminal mode and see exactly what's going on in its computer brain.
Well, what's next?
We have bananas. Just before I left May Queen plus Neon Squared, Mayuri asked me to buy some bananas. With her money. Or maybe she didn't even consider what would happen. By now, you'd think she'd know that if I buy bananas, I'm going to experiment on them. And so, I put the entire bunch of bananas into the PhoneWave named subject to change.
You know Mayushi's gonna cry if you use them all, right? Wasn't it her money?
She donated that money to our research efforts.
You don't have to use the whole thing. One is enough. One.
Daru retrieves the bananas, peels one from the bunch, and sticks it back inside the PhoneWave named subject to change. We'll never reshape the fabric of society as long as money dictates the limits of our science. He lost all enthusiasm the second we got back to the lab. What a fickle man.
Come on, start the timer already.
Right. Now, where did I put my phone? Phone. Call complete. Instant access.
Hello! This is the PhoneWave, name subject to change.
The Mayushi guidance system.
You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the pound button, please enter the heating time in seconds.
In hindsight, we should have made the Mayushi guidance skippable. Having to wait each time is quite annoying.
For example, press pound 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press pound 120.
It's finally over. Okay, entering 120 pound sign. Complete. The turntable inside the PhoneWave named subject to change begins to spin backwards. 2 minutes sure is long. It doesn't actually have to be 2 minutes. Mayuri had the timer set to 2 minutes when she first discovered the freezing function or whatever it is, so we're just reproducing that. Naturally, we have experimented with 60 seconds and 180 seconds too. If we set it shorter, the freezing only goes halfway, if at all. Conversely, setting it longer increases the effect.
You know, if the microwave's emissions are doing it, then shouldn't our cells be getting jellified too?
While still looking bored, Daru finally gets into the discussion at hand. Well, have you ever nuked yourself inside the PhoneWave name subject to change?
I can't even fit in there. Anyway, what's your source on the electromagnetic waves?
If you must know, it's my mad scientist's intuition.
Oh, so no facts.
Edison once said, without 1% inspiration, 99% of perspiration is wasted. So inventors of the world, be inspired! End quote.
Wasn't it genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration?
Sorry to disappoint, but in recent years it's become common knowledge that that is a misquote.
Did Edison really say that? Be inspired?
Yes, be inspired, he said. I don't know if that was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. At least that's what the wiki said.
Therefore, as a genius mad scientist, I am always inspired.
The PhoneWave named subject to change rings. This is just going to jellify the banana like usual, isn't it? We need a new experiment. It feels like I wasted 120 seconds on nothing. Daru opens the PhoneWave named subject to change's door and peeks inside.
What? What?
He rubs his eyes, blinks several times, then resumes staring into the microwave. What are you doing?
Well, it's gone.
Gone? What's gone?
The banana.
What is he talking about? I push Daru aside and look into the PhoneWave name subject to change. It's gone. There's nothing inside. The banana has vanished without a trace. After a short pause to collect myself, I whip out my phone and speak into the silence. It's me. Slight problem. We may have awakened something terrible.
What do you mean something terrible?
I ignore Daru's panicked cry. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding, but I try to appear calm. I'm invoking Emergency Order 666. Activate the Cold Heart Protocol.
What? What do you mean we need congressional approval? There's no time, you fool! Tokyo will be blasted to atoms!
I put my phone away after yelling.
You should be an actor.
Shut up, you Ferris stalker! Where'd you hide the banana?
Who's a stalker?
The banana. Where is it? Are you planning on becoming a street magician or something?
You're the one who hid it, aren't you?
Huh? Uncomfortable silence. I realize my throat is dry. Where the hell did it go?
How should I know?
Where did you go? Banana! Banana!
I take the turntable out of the microwave, scour every nook and cranny, but find neither peel nor stem of the banana. Wait, I think I get it now. It's not an electromagnetic weapon, it's a teleportation device.
What? Wait, that's absurd.
How else could it have vanished? The microwave was closed.
Maybe we should just calm down.
Yeah, you're right. We each take a deep breath. Oh, I know. I'll eat one of the remaining bananas. That'll calm me down. I reach for the bunch of bananas. What the... Impossible. Impossible! Not 3 minutes ago, Daru plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside the PhoneWave named subject to change. But now, there's no sign that a banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana has appeared among the regular bananas.
Oh shit! What the hell's going on?
Daru notices it too. He reaches out to touch it, but I quickly stop him. Wait! How many bananas are in the lab right now?
Just these, I think.
It's this gel banana attached to the same stem as the banana you just picked.
I don't know, man. I wasn't paying attention. It doesn't look like it was ever plucked.
No cuts or anything. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal. Hey, Daru, could this possibly be... The word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago. I hesitate to speak it again, but I must. Because no matter how unbelievable it may be, we saw it with our own eyes. My head's full of question marks. I don't know how this happened, but if I were to explain it as I saw it, the banana that was inside the PhoneWave name subject to change returned instantly to its bunch. In other words, a teleporter. We've invented a teleporter!
Oh?
I hear a girl's voice coming from the lounge.
That looks like an interesting experiment.
Who's there? My heart just skipped a beat. I turn towards the voice in surprise. And get pierced by a sharp stare! Impossible! What are you doing here? The 18-year-old genius girl! A sadist who humiliates men in public, also known as the zombie. Makise Kurisu!
Nice exposition, bro.
Who are you calling a zombie?
What is the meaning of this? What is your purpose here?
I'm here to see you, Okabe Rintaro-san. Or is it Halloween Kyoma-san?
Wait, how the hell does she know my real name? I've never spoken it in front of her. I was right. You're one of the organization's top agents, an esper with superhuman powers! No wonder you rose from the dead.
I'm not dead, all right? Please stop killing me off. Hashida-san, can you do something about this guy?
You came at a bad time, Makise, with Okarin freaking out like this.
Daru doesn't seem fazed by this girl's entrance. Why? Have you betrayed me, Daru?
Calm down, man.
Are you being blackmailed? Or did she seduce you? I glare at Kurisu. He's my right-hand man. How dare you? You crossed the line, bitch!
Get a hold of yourself.
Kurisu's eyes flash dangerously, I think. Such intensity from an 18-year-old. Maybe she didn't resurrect after her first death. Maybe she's a robotic killing machine, constructed to replace the dead Kurisu. Is that it? For now, I'll do as I'm told.
Hashida-san gave me the address after yesterday's lecture. He also told me your name.
That's all? Truth is, kind of a letdown. So you're here to see me, is that it?
Yes. You claim to have seen me die. I came to see if that was the truth, or just a pathetic excuse to grope me. I came for the answer.
Now that she mentions it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. But what choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person reappeared before them. Right?
But your current behavior is all the answer I need. It was all an act to grope me. My initial hypothesis was correct.
Not so fast. There's more to this than you know. I must clear my name or I'll be labeled as a perv forever.
Anyway, let's put that aside for now.
Really? Oh, that's a relief. I was sure she was going to call the police. But that "for now" part bothers me. Kurisu enters the development room with a quick, confident stride. Even though she's only 18, she's got a decent figure and good posture. Not much in the chest, though. Her presence seems to fill the cramped room, driving me and Daru to the corners. Can't she tell this area's off limits?
I haven't properly introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Makise Kurisu. Pleased to meet you.
She holds out her hand. What is she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips?
You can't even shake hands? Are all Japanese men this difficult?
Shake hands? This girl genius is asking for a handshake? We only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops. You're not Japanese?
I've lived in America for 7 years. What about it?
America. I look down at her slender fingers. Glossy, healthy fingernails, no unnecessary nail polish. I stare, fixated. Slowly, I extend my hand, making sure to keep enough weight on my heel so I can flee at a moment's notice. I lightly grab the tip of Kurisu's index finger between my thumb and index finger, then instantly let go.
What's your problem?
I can feel your aura of malice. You must be a powerful kung fu master.
Don't be ridiculous.
Then you're a ninja!
Daru-kun was taking a nap earlier, and I think he has sleep apnea. It really surprised me when he stopped breathing. I told him he should lose weight, but he won't listen. Okarin, you should talk to him too!
Give it a rest.
Damn! She's completely cold. Her tone gets scary sometimes, too. If you grew up in America, shouldn't you say, "Ha ha ha, nice to meet you," with a smile across your whole face when asking for a handshake? No, wait. You should be asking for a hug, right? Perhaps that's too much to expect from a killing machine.
What kind of stereotype is that?
Kurisu sighs. She's not even looking at me. Instead, she's staring at the bananas next to the PhoneWave name subject to change. The bananas which have just exhibited a most unusual phenomenon. Of the bunch, one has been completely jellified.
Oh, fascinating.
Kurisu brings her face closer to it to get a good look.
Have any forceps?
No.
Huh? Oh.
And then Kurisu stabs the gelatinous banana with her index finger. She buries her beautiful fingertip knuckle deep into slimy banana. What are you doing? That's precious data!
It's squishy.
Kurisu extracts her finger. Pieces of gel cling to her fingertip. She puts that fingertip into her mouth without any hesitation.
No taste. Ugh, gross.
She says it with a straight face. You have quite the appetite, I see. A side effect of the resurrection, perhaps. If you're that hungry, I guess I could give you a banana or two.
No thanks.
Either way, those bananas are Mayushi's.
Come, don't be shy. This is an offering. Take it.
As if. Who would eat some perv's banana?
A perv's banana.
Daru starts shaking as if he's been electrocuted. What? What's wrong?
Eat a perv's banana. Squishy. Finger in mouth. Gross. With a sour expression.
Looks like his cranial pervert processor is overclocking.
Makise, can you say that one more time? With a more humiliated expression, if you please.
Huh?
Come on, say, who would eat some perv's banana? But if you could add in, haha, but it's so. After that, it would be extra delicious.
Huh?
Suddenly, Kurisu's face turns bright red. Oh, Daru, you may be a worthless, disgusting perv, but let me say, well done, sir. Payback is sweet. Now to follow up for maximum combo. Let's show this conceited little girl how true adults fight. So, Makise Kurisu, you just imagined something, didn't you? By all means, tell us what. Don't be shy.
Why, you...
Come Come on, say it, genius girl. What's the imagination of a genius like? I'd love to hear from you.
You ass!
Kurisu turns her back to us with perked shoulders. Looks like she's capable of expressing human emotion after all. That rules out robotic killing machine. Ah, I feel refreshed. I haven't felt this good in years. Way to go, Daru. That's my right-hand man. Always gets the job done.
I get it. You're both pervs.
Well, you could say that.
Don't admit it, you idiot. I don't want to hear that from you.
Okay, if I came off as a little rude, I apologize.
Kurisu sighs deeply and turns back to us. Her composure is already returned.
I was only acting that way because you molested me. But I'll ignore that for now.
I wish she would stop saying for now. It's like she's gonna call the cops on me later.
Please tell me what happened to this banana. I'd also like to hear about that.
Kurisu glances at the PhoneWave name subject change.
That microwave thing.
Oh, that's top secret. The one thing I'm cleared to share with unauthorized individuals is that its name is the PhoneWave. Name subject to change.
Name subject to change? What's that about?
PhoneWave is weak. It needs a better name.
Huh. I couldn't care less about its name.
I'm afraid that's the only information you're cleared for.
Hold on, Okarin. Makise might be able to explain what's going on.
Well, she is a genius. She would have to be to defeat by sharp wit. We can trust her intellect at least. But it's hard to stomach her attitude. Plus, she has danger written on her face. Not to mention she's a little scary, too. Then, I get a great idea.
Ugh, that creepy grin. Are you thinking perverted thoughts again?
You said your name's Christina, right?
Who the hell's Christina? I never said that.
Christina sounds like the name of a Hollywood film star. Definitely has more flavor than her real name. If you wish to learn the secrets of this microwave, then you must meet my conditions.
Which are?
Condition 1. You must become a lab mem.
Ramen?
No, lab mem, stupid. Short for laboratory member.
You mean you want me to join your research team? I'm supposed to return to America in August.
I'll have you sign a non-disclosure agreement so you won't betray our secrets. Break the agreement and I'll report your steamy perverted acts to Science Magazine.
You're a monster, Okarin. I'll take 5 copies.
From the moment you become a lab mem to the moment of your departure, your brain shall be used for the benefit of our lab.
You're so full of it. Let's see the contract then.
What contract? This is a lab, not a corporation.
I don't mind lending you my knowledge, but if there is more pervy nonsense involved, the answer is no.
Don't worry, we don't bite.
No more molestation?
No, all right?
You said that was condition 1, so there's gotta be a second one, right? It better not be.
The second condition is that you'll overlook all past actions of molestation I may or may not have committed.
Okarin, you're so petty. You're the pettiest person I've ever met. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you.
Shut up, Daru. You have no right to talk. By the way, Daru's perverted acts aren't included. You two can work it out yourselves.
What the hell, man?
Those are the conditions. If you can't accept them, and you must leave at once. So, what'll it be? I don't think it's a bad deal at all.
You mean for you?
Kurisu puts her fingers to her brow and shakes her head in an exaggerated gesture.
Jeez, I feel like I'm hypersecreting non-adrenaline. Let me pick my jaw up off the floor.
I don't care about your dislocated jaw. Do you accept the conditions or not? Answer me, Christina!
Stop adding Tina! My name's Kurisu!
Kurisu looks up at the ceiling to calm herself down. Does everyone in America make such exaggerated gestures? Sooner or later she'll say, damn, or oh my god, or motherfucker!
Okay, I accept.
Good answer. From this moment forth, you are Lab Mem number 004. Welcome, Christina. Code name, the Zombie.
I won't answer to either. Use my real name, Hoin.
We spend a minute staring each other down. Kurisu's the first to look away. She does so in a way that says, good grief.
You're such a child.
You say something? Genius perv girl.
Come on! No more saying perv! I won't treat you like a perv either, so let's drop it already.
As long as you understand. Now for the issue at hand. Daru, give Christina.
No, Tina either.
Give Kurisu-kun an explanation of our experiments so far.
But I refuse.
Huh? In the end, I'm the one who has to explain. Along the way, I also relate the tale of my heroic deeds, which enrages Kurisu, of course, but I finally tell her everything about the bananas and the PhoneWave named subject to change. Kurisu doesn't ask any questions. She's quick to understand, as expected of a genius.
Oh, fascinating.
Let's hear your opinion.
I think we can at least throw out completely worthless theories like electromagnetic weaponry and teleportation.
The lady doth protest too much.
Can we run the experiment one more time? I want to see it for myself.
Without waiting for our approval, Kurisu plucks an untouched banana and sticks it into the microwave, and starts entering the commands on her phone. It's strange. She's still wearing her usual frown, but I can't shake the feeling that she's really enjoying herself. I can't put my finger on why. Call it a hunch. But I mean, she is a scientist. Why shouldn't she enjoy experimenting?
Okabe-san, Hashida-san, please watch the bananas.
Who are you to give me orders? I am the mad scientist. Holy...
Whatever. Just keep your eye on the bananas.
Okay, so she's a little snippy. Daru and I do as we're told and stare at the bananas. Truth be told, we were planning to watch the bananas anyway. After missing it the first time, we're determined to witness what transpired with our own eyes.
60 seconds have passed. Any change?
Nope.
Any second now, the jellified banana should reappear on the stem. If it only happens once, we can just call it an accident and be done with it. But if it happens twice, then that's proof that something's actually going on. And then, Kurisu will have to admit that I, the great Hoin Kyoma, have invented humanity's first teleporter. I keep staring at the bananas in anticipation.
100 seconds.
A few moments after Kurisu's report.
Huh?
A gel banana suddenly appears without a sound. Now there are two of them on the bunch. It happened faster than the blink of an eye.
It appeared.
I'm at a loss for words. I just witnessed the unthinkable. This phenomenon is clearly teleportation. The microwave timer chimes. Kurisu peeks into the microwave, stumped. How does it look?
Huh? Oh, at 104 seconds, it disappeared. A abruptly. Yeah.
She's quite flustered. I don't think many people could remain calm after witnessing such a phenomenon.
So it is a teleporter. The first in human history.
Kurisu quickly calms down. She furrows her brow and crosses her arms, tapping her right foot as she mutters to herself.
Teleportation. Is that even possible? It did move, no matter how unbelievable that may be. Could it be quantum teleportation? No, that only occurs on the quantum level.
Don't divert your eyes from the truth. What you've seen with your own eyes is everything.
She gives me a sharp look. Her eyes are like a sniper's, hard and keen.
Did it really teleport? It's dangerous to reason from the conclusion.
Well then, genius girl, what do you call this phenomenon?
Let's sort this out. Neither the banana bunch nor the frozen chicken teleported, correct?
So, maybe there's a size limit for objects that can teleport.
But aren't those chicken pieces smaller than bananas?
We used the same chicken for each experiment. They come in 12 packs. Mayuri only buys her favorite, juicy chicken number 1.
That's quite a lot, then.
What about salt? You experimented with salt too, right?
We used a handful of table salt on a plate for one experiment. Nothing happened.
Maybe the plate was in the way.
Of course we tried it without the plate, but that didn't change anything.
Then, maybe each individual grain of salt was too small, or something? Huh. I need a clue.
Looks like our genius girl's fighting a hard battle. She starts pacing the room, looking a little annoyed.
Anything else? Have you noticed anything else about the PhoneWave?
Not PhoneWave. PhoneWave name subject to change.
Forget about that. So, have you noticed anything or not?
Kurisu's looking at Daru. Looks like she's asking him, not me. True, he should know more about the PhoneWave name subject to change than I do. He's done all the maintenance on it after all.
Oh, right! One time, it shot off a huge electrical discharge.
What? I don't know anything about that.
That's because you weren't around when it happened.
Discharge? How much?
It was like a fluorescent light bulb lit up the development room. It lasted about 2 seconds, I guess.
What were the circumstances?
I was adjusting the cell phone attached to it. I unhooked it and put my own in. A little bit later, sparky.
When was that?
Around noon yesterday, when you went to see Dr. Nakabachi's presentation.
Dr. Nakabachi?
That's right. I went to see Dr. Nakabachi's conference yesterday. Come to think of it, he stole his time travel theory from John Titor. Maybe the current John Titor is actually Nakabachi? But wait, Daru. Didn't you say that Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled?
Yeah, but you went with Mayushi anyway, remember?
No, I don't remember that. After all, Nakabachi's presentation wasn't cancelled, the way I remember it. I still don't understand why my memories seem to disagree with everyone else's. That reminds me, I sent you an email back then. Did you get it?
An email?
That email you showed me at ATF yesterday?
When I nod, Kurisu comes closer.
It said someone stabbed me at the presentation, didn't it?
Yeah, but for some reason Daru's phone received it a week ago.
Huh? Wasn't that one of your stories? If it wasn't, then that would make the timestamp weird.
I always speak the truth. If you don't trust me, I'll show you my send history.
I whip out my phone and call up the history. But It's gone. Not a trace of that mail remains. According to my memory, I think it was about 30 minutes after Dr. Nakabachi's conference. About 10 people, including me, saw Kurisu's body, panicked, and fled Radaikon. That's when I sent that mail. But no matter how many times I check, there's no record of it. It should be there, but it isn't. Just like the banana inside the PhoneWave name subject to change. Where did it go? I could have sworn I sent it just before 1 p.m.
Oh yeah, that's when the discharge phenomenon happened. The show I was watching was about to end.
Suddenly, a flash of inspiration strikes. Inspiration! Edison would be proud. This isn't something you can accomplish with effort. Basically, I'm a genius. I turned to Daru and Kurisu with a huge grin on my face. I get it. So that's what happened.
What?
Oh, this is one of Okarin's usual habits, so don't mind it. Seriously.
Silence! I've reached the answer, and now the world will tremble. I slap the top of the PhoneWave name subject to change.
The disappearance of my mail, the strange timestamp, and the sudden electrical discharge must be...
related somehow!
Oh.
Right.
And?
Come on, who's with me?
I understand that they're related somehow, but how?
It's your job to figure that out, Christina.
Hashida-san, talking to this guy is so tiring.
Everyone feels like that at first. The trick is to not take him seriously.
And you call yourself my right-hand man?
Whatever. I'll prove that I'm right. If we can reproduce the electrical discharge phenomenon, it should bring us closer to understanding the timestamp mystery. Daru, describe the PhoneWave name subject to change's status when the discharge phenomenon occurred.
It was kind of a mess. I'd connected my phone to the PhoneWave, and I was testing to see if I could control it with the X68000.
I disconnect the phone plugged into the PhoneWave name subject to change and replace it with mine. And then I hear the door open in the lounge.
I'm home. So hungry.
Mayuri comes in carrying a convenience store bag. Looks like she's done with work.
Time to eat some chicken. Juicy chicken number 1. Okarin, did you buy the bananas? Okarin!
When she enters the development room, her eyes go wide.
Huh? We have a guest?
Once she notices Kurisu, Mayuri bows her head with her usual smile.
I'm Mayushi. Nice to meet you.
I'm Makise. Apparently I'm a lab meb now.
Really? That's great. Another girl lab mem.
Daru, what were you doing with the X68000?
Like I said, I was adjusting the incoming mail settings. I was monitoring the moment it received mail for remote control. That's why I put it on freezing mode for 120 seconds too. I made it so that you can start freezing mode by computer. I tested that out yesterday too.
Mayuri! Insert the juicy chicken number 1 into the PhoneWave name subject to change!
You all want some? I can give you one each.
With her usual ditziness, Mayuri puts the chicken inside the microwave. Daru explains what everything on the computer monitor means. Doesn't look that different from using DOS. I enter 120 on the keyboard and strike the enter key. The PhoneWave name subject to change starts up. The juicy chicken number 1 starts spinning backwards on the turntable. Kurisu stares hard at the PhoneWave name subject to change.
as if to not let any anomaly, no matter how slight, escape her notice. So, we reproduced the conditions that existed when the discharge phenomenon occurred, right?
How was it again?
You there, assistant!
Huh? Me?
Who else?
When did I become your assistant?
Just send something to my phone! If we've reproduced the conditions correctly, then if she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the PhoneWave, name subject to change, it should arrive with a timestamp from the past, not the present. But my assistant, Kurisu, just scowls.
I don't even know your email address.
What a useless assistant.
Don't call me your assistant!
Daru, send an email from your phone.
Huh? Sure, but what?
Anything! Send Christina's a perv.
I thought we agreed to stop saying that.
Well, let's compromise and go with Okarin's a perv.
You traitor!
Good job, Hashira-san.
Kurisu grins and gives Daru a thumbs up. I really don't like this.
Oh no! Mayushi's bananas!
It sounds like Mayuri has found the results of our latest experiment.
They became gel bananas.
Oh, we experimented on them.
But they were Mayushi's.
Want me to send the mail now?
You'll be reimbursed later. By Hoin-san, that is.
Why me?
Jeez, why do you always have to experiment on Mayushi's food? Don't tell me you're experimenting on the chicken too!
We are.
Okay, sending it now. Sending, click.
Mayuri slips past me and steps up to the active PhoneWave, name subject to change. Before anyone can react, she grabs the handle. Wait! Don't open that!
Huh?
But it's too late. Blue-white light fills the room, crackling angrily like the heart of a storm.
An electrical discharge!
A violent sparking sound. I grab Mayuri and pull her away from the PhoneWave, name subject to change.
Are we gonna die?
A thin cloud of smoke fills the room. It smells like something's burning. My eyes are numb from all the flashing light. I try blinking several times to regain my sight. I can hear Kurisu and Daru coughing. Everyone okay?
Somehow.
That was definitely more than 2 seconds.
Mayuri squeezes my upper arm with her slender fingers.
Okarin? What just happened?
My vision gradually returns. Mayuri looks perplexed. Are you okay? No burns or anything?
It doesn't hurt anywhere, so I think I'm okay.
Looks like covering Mayuri was the right choice. I may be an insane mad scientist, but I still risk life and limb for the safety of my comrades. I gently let Mayuri out of my embrace. Oh, that was something. I wiped the sweat off my brow.
Hey, look at this!
Kurisu's voice is strained. With my vision finally restored, I take another look around the room. And what I see strikes me speechless. The large table in the center of the room is made of thick, solid wood. It can hold about 5 or 6 people without breaking. That's why we placed the PhoneWave name subject to change and the X68000 on it. The table has been split in two, as if by a woodcutter's axe. The computer and other parts connected to the microwave are scattered across the floor. And the microwave itself has broken through the table. It's literally stuck in the floor.
What the hell? How did that... Yeah, it's a microwave, but it's not heavy enough to make a hole in the floor.
This can't be caused by electrical discharge. Some other phenomenon?
I shake off my surprise. This is no time to be standing with jaw agape, Hyojin Kyoma. Seize the moment.
Just as my calculations predicted!
First, some maniacal laughter. Next, I try to take out my phone and do the usual. But unfortunately, it's still plugged into the PhoneWave named subject to change. Psy Kongroo. I whisper the words. Words that have no meaning. Words I use simply because they sound cool. After years of repeated use, just speaking them is enough to calm my heart.
So, about Mayushi's chicken.
Huh?
Mayuri stands up and looks inside the PhoneWave, name subject to change. It's embedded in the floor, but she somehow manages to pry the door open.
Mayushi's chicken is all burnt black.
I pat Mayuri's shoulders to cheer her up. Juicy Chicken number 1 made a noble sacrifice for the progress of science. Let's pray for his happiness in the next life.
The chicken doesn't matter. Right now, we need to determine what happened with the PhoneWave.
It doesn't matter? That's so mean. Christina-chan?
Hey, Hoin Kyoma, do something about this. Mayushi-san learned my name wrong.
More importantly, we need ventilation.
Silence, all of you!
I affix everyone with an overpowering stare. This shall be remembered as the moment that the greatest experiment of the century succeeded and brought humanity a step forward in a new direction. These guys have no right to ruin that with their foolish talk. My heart pounding, I detach my phone from the PhoneWave named subject to change. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it. It still works. I bring up the list of received emails. New emails should come at the top. However, my heart beats even faster. The topmost email isn't the one Daru sent before the discharge occurred. This impossible phenomenon is exactly what I was hoping for. I look back through my email history, and there, I find it. Success! I don't know why, but it was a success. The timestamp proves it. I received this email on July 24th, 5 days ago. This is the same exact thing that happened to my Someone Stabbed Kurisu email. A mail sent on the 29th arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration. It all connects. There's a meaning behind this series of events, and only one true answer. I've discovered the PhoneWave named subject to change's true hidden function. This isn't intuition. That's right. This is conviction.
Just spit it out. What do you think it is?
I feel my lips twist into a grin. I meet Kurisu's glare head on. First, let me say one thing. The greatest inventions are created by accident. This we call serendipity.
Get on with it!
How dare she ruin my speech?
Ah, well, let's get to the point. The mail was sent to the past. The chicken returned to its frozen state. The plucked banana returned to the bunch.
No way.
Kurisu seems to get it now. As expected of my genius assistant. Yes way! This is the choice of Steins Gate. The PhoneWave name subject to change is a time machine!